and I'm excited to be our host for our ongoing series of virtual stress management workshops. You can find all the information for registration at Zenivate, the Zenivate social media platforms. We're on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Today's session, this 11 a.m. session, is streaming live on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Twitter. So follow us there, make a comment. We'd love to have you interact with us there. There's no better way to prepare for the weekend than to work on some flexibility and Zen with an incredible yoga session. Next Monday, we will have Monday massage with David, Wednesday meditation with Ashley Jansen, and then next Friday will be our Friday yoga as well. But for now, all of those are going to also be at the same time, so 11 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. But now let's go ahead and introduce Casey. Casey is a Vinyasa yoga teacher with over 8 years of experience and a foundation in dance and massage. She's taught yoga throughout Central America and Europe, as well as a yearly retreat to the Sierra Mountains. Her specialties include energizing choreographed Vinyasa flows, breaking down challenge poses to their foundation, and empowering students to find their own way into movement. Casey, we're ready for you. Take us away into some Friday yoga.
Hello and welcome to Zenivate Your Week. Friday yoga. I hope you're having a great end to your work week. So let's get started standing. So I'm just going to move back here. So if you're seated, stand on up. We're just going to start with our feet a little bit wider than hips width apart. Take your hands and just make really gentle little fists with them so your thumbs are tucked in over your fingers. Then you're just going to start to sway side to side. So let your arms gently tap your body as you twist a little left and then right. And then start to twist so much so that the heel that you're twisting away from pops up. So you're just lifting up as you move away. Really good for your spine. A little tapping of the hands on the body. Just stimulating your nervous system. Start to tune into your breath. Breathe a little deeper, a little slower. Sway side to side. Just a few more left and right. And then start to slow down so your taps get a little more gentle, a little more slow. And then just come to center. Let your hands relax and your feet can stay nice and wide. And we're going to start with what we call Surya Namaskar or sun salutation. So it's a really great warm up. We'll do a really gentle version of our Surya Namaskar. So with your hands alongside your hips, breathe in really deep and slow. Lift your arms up overhead. Look up towards your hands. That's your inhale. Start to soften your knees and you're just going to melt your body over your legs. So you're coming into a forward fold. Let your head relax and release. Now your knees can be as bent as you need. You're trying to lift your tailbone, your sits bones up towards the ceiling and just relax your head, relax your spine. That's going to be our exhalation. Now, as you inhale, you're going to lengthen your spine. So you're lengthening the back, your tailbone and the crown of your head reach away from one another. Broad open collarbones, long back. Your hands can rest on your shins or your quads, wherever you need them. Pull your belly in. This is an inhale. Soft knees, let your body go, drape back into that forward fold. And then keep your knees really soft. And on your inhale, you're just going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. The head is the last thing to roll up, coming all the way to stand. Good. So now we're going to float with our breath. So as you inhale, arms rise up, look up. As you exhale, soft knees, exhalation melts you over your legs. Inhale, you find that length, strong core. Exhale, soft knees melt over your legs. And then inhale, start to roll up one vertebrae, stacking over the next, all the way to stand, arms rise. One more time. Exhale, soft knees, bend and melt. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, soft knees. Let your body relax. Let your head be heavy. Breathe in, start to roll up one vertebrae at a time, all the way up to stand. And we're going to add on just a little bit. Inhale, arms reach up. As you exhale, melt the legs, torso leans and relaxes over the body. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Okay, exhale. This time, bend your knees a lot. Take your hands to the ground and just step your feet back into your plank position. So your body's a nice, long, straight line. You can take your knees down if you need to. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Good. And then we're going to take our knees to the ground. Untuck your toes. And your knees are a little bit wider apart than your hips. And just sit your hips back onto your heels. Reach your arms out nice and long. And then rest your forehead on the ground. Tuning into your breath here, really deep, really slow. We're going to try a little shoulder opener here. So inch your hands nice and close together. And then take your palms together. And start to bend your elbows so your head is still relaxed. You can rest your forehead on the floor, but you're bending your elbows so that your fingertips lift up towards the ceiling. Should feel some gentle opening in your shoulders, in your biceps. And just breathe here. Few deep, slow breaths. Let's take one more inhale. As you exhale, let your arms lengthen back out along the mat. So you want your hands about shoulders width apart. Lift your hips up and draw your knees underneath your hips. So your shoulder is stacked over your wrist, your hip is over your knee. Then we're going to take some cat and cow. So as you inhale, lift your chin, lift your tailbone, drop your belly down. Exhale, curl your chin to your chest, round your back, round nice and tight. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, curl in. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, curl in, nice tight squeeze around your back. Inhale and lift, last one, and then just take a little bit of organic movement. So you're just letting your shoulders, your hips, your spine make some circles. Whatever feels good in your body. And so you're just finding movement, whatever it looks like. You could even close your eyes here. Just feeling into your body, feeling wherever you have tension, maybe rocking your hips side to side. Rolling out your neck a little bit. Good. And then come to a neutral spine. We're going to tuck the toes underneath the feet. And then keep your knees bent, but start to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Relax your head, lengthen your spine. And then maybe you start to lengthen the legs. The goal is really to find that length in the back. Okay, this is your downward facing dog. So finding that length in the back of the legs, maybe bending one and then the other. Just pedaling out, make this feel good. Good, and then we're gonna bend both knees and take both knees down to the ground. So you're back on your hands and knees. You're gonna take your weight into your left knee, take your right leg out long. You're gonna take your whole sole of the right foot onto the earth. So that leg is out to an angle. You can untuck your left toes. Then lift your torso up so your left hip is stacked over your left knee. Good. Take your right hand to your right leg. Lift your left fingertips up high, lift and lengthen, look up towards those left fingers. And start to gently arc up and over towards that right leg. Should feel really good in your side body. Maybe taking your gaze up towards the sky, get a little twist into your neck. Few deep, slow breaths here. Nice. As you exhale, start to circle that left hand back from whence it came all the way back to the ground. Good, both hands on the earth. You're just gonna lift that right leg up, bend the knee, and lower it back down. Good, weight in your right knee, stretch your left leg out long. Sole of the left foot on the ground. Lift your torso up. Good, left hand on left leg. Right arm reaches up to the sky, lift and lengthen. Start to look up towards those right fingertips as you gently arc up and over your left leg. And take your gaze up to the ceiling if that feels okay on your neck. If it's tough on your neck, you could even bend that right hand and support your head with your right hand. Breathe into your right side body. You're creating space in your intercostal muscles, all in between your ribs. Long, slow breaths. And on your exhale, we're going to take that right hand all the way down, back to the earth in front of you. Plant both palms. Weight into your right knee. Lift your left leg up, bend your knee. Take it back underneath you. Good, we're gonna cross our ankles and sit our hips back. So we're coming into our cross-legged seat. This is tough on your knees at all. You might grab some pillows, some bolsters, sit up on whatever you need. And then from this comfortable seat, we're just gonna take a couple little twists. So lift your right knee up towards the ceiling and take the sole of the right foot onto the ground. Bring that left knee in a little closer. Good. You could just stay right here, sit up nice and tall. This might be the perfect place for you. If you wanted to come a little bit deeper, you can take that right foot and cross it over the left knee. So you've got a little crisscross happening. Good. Sit up nice and tall wherever you are. Right hand comes back behind you. Left fingertips lift up towards the sky, lift and lengthen. Grow through the crown of your head a little bit more. Exhale, cross your left elbow to your right knee. Press into the elbow really gently, and then take your gaze over that right shoulder. And open your chest up, look over that right shoulder. With each inhale, sit a little taller. With each exhale, maybe you twist just a little bit more. Nice. Last breath here, deep inhale. And exhale, start to unwind, come back to center. Good. We're just gonna uncross that foot if it was crossed. Lift the other foot up so both your knees are facing towards the ceiling. Your feet are about hips width. Take your hands back behind you. And just let your knees fall to one side and then the other. It's okay if they don't come all the way down to the ground. You're just moving them left and right. Little release for those hip flexors. Left and right. Good. A few more times. Good. And then come to center. Your left knee is going to stay up. Bend your right heel in towards your hips. Sit up nice and tall. Arms wrap around that left shin. Lengthen your spine. Again, you could stay right here. This is going to be a little easier on your hips. Maybe if you want to come a little deeper, you move that right knee towards the center line of your body and cross your left foot over your right knee. Left fingertips come back behind you. Lift and lengthen your spine. Right hand up to the sky. Lift through the crown of your head. As you exhale, start to cross elbow to knee. Lengthen the spine, open the chest. Take your gaze over your left shoulder. Breathe deep, breathe slow, breathe into that twist. It's really healthy for your spine, for your digestive system. With each inhale, sit a little taller. With each exhale, maybe you twist just a little bit more. Deep inhalation. And as you exhale, start to unwind, come back to center. Good, uncross that left foot if it was crossed. And we're just gonna take the knees back up towards the sky. Good. Take the hands back behind, take a few more little windshield wipers with the knees left and right. Really good hip rotation. Can be really nice if you've been sitting at a desk all week to get a little movement into those hip flexors. Good. And then start to sit back up. You're going to take your hands behind your knees that you're holding on. And then use that connection to open your chest up and really lift through the crown of your head. Feel your belly button pull in towards your spine. And this might be where you go. Maybe you lift one shin parallel to the ground. Good. This is already a little core activity, so you could just play with that one shin at a time. Lift and lower. Or if you're feeling strong, try and lift both shins so that they're parallel with the ground. If you start to feel your back rounding, use your hands, lift and lengthen. Good. This might be where you stay, or if you're ready for a little extra challenge, release your hands. If at any point your back starts to round, hold on once again. Good, we're gonna take 3 breaths wherever you are. In your Navasana, your boat pose. Good, 2 more breaths. Inhale nice and deep. You can always go back down to holding on or touching down. And take your hands to your shins as you lower your feet to the floor. We're just gonna come onto our backs to finish up our class. Good, so have your feet about hips width or a little wider. And then let your knees fall in towards one another. And then take your right hand and rest it on your chest. Take your left hand, rest it on your belly. Let your eyes close. And then from here, just take a really deep, slow breath in through your nose. As you exhale, let it out through your mouth like you're sighing. Deep, slow breath in through your nose. Exhale, H-A. Deep breath in through the nose. Feel your lungs fill up, feel your body fill with air. Exhale. Good. Let your breath return to its normal, natural pace. And then we're just going to hug our knees into our chest. You can wrap your arms around your shins. Give a little rock left and right. And then take those knees and start to draw circles on the ceiling with the knees. You can keep holding onto your shins. A little massage for your lower back. One direction. And then the other. Good. And then hug the knees in one more time. Roll over to one side. Use your arms to press yourself up to seated. And draw your hands together at heart center. Namaste. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your Friday, and join us again at 2:30 for Friday yoga.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Casey. That was a fantastic session. Really enjoyed it. Some great flow in there. As Casey mentioned, we will be going live on Facebook at 2:30 for our second session of the day. We'd love to have you join us. As I mentioned, also, we have our sessions next week if you're planning ahead. Monday Massage and Movement with David at 11 a.m. and 2:30 Mountain Time. The Wednesday meditation, or the Wed Med, at the same times, 11 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. Also, please go to our website, zenovate.com. Check out some of our new tools and things that we have out there to help your organizations with their virtual stress management. Have a great day, and we'll see you all at 2:30. Bye-bye.